So, I know I haven't done an album review in a while, but I have some time today, so I thought I'd make a few. So, this is the Dave Clark 5, I Like It Like That, released January of 1966, recorded, probably October, November, December 65. Besides the title track, I Like It Like That, which is from, the summer, and they put it on here, they should have put Over and Over, which was the current hit, on here instead of I Like It Like That. The album might have done even better, maybe. Just because by this time, I Like It Like That it was not as popular. Of course, it was still popular, but Over and Over was number one, so... But, anyway, photo, I believe, is from, a really early photo shoot from, 63. They definitely had photos to use, so I don't know why they used such an early one. At least, I think it is. But this is definitely one of their best, albums overall, just, all the way through. It plays really well. So... This is one of my favorites. This and Try Too Hard are some of really their best material. This is the first album really, almost completely, besides the opening track I Like It Like That, which features session drummer Bobby Graham. This is, the first time, Dave really plays drums a lot, or, all the way through, because on the past albums he had played on, maybe 8 of the songs, or, 6 of the songs, not, and on a couple of the albums, he didn't even play at all. And then sometimes, he would play with Bobby. So, but this is really the first time he got to play all the way through by himself, besides on I Like It Like That, of course. So, now let's get into the track list, or the review. Okay, so of course it opens with I Like It Like That. This has a great lead vocal from, Mike Smith. A bit of, high harmony from Lenny Davidson, kind of just sticking out there a little higher up in the mix. And, yeah, I mean, it's I Like It Like That. I mean, everybody knows the song. And there's not really much to say about it. Track 2 is an instrumental called Pumping, written by Dennis Payton, the saxophone player for the Dave Clark 5. And, it's a really, really interesting and fun instrumental. I think it fits well on this side of the album. They did instrumentals, when they needed, just a quick track to throw out, just to get the album finished. But, this is, it's a really great instrumental, and, considering that, well, the last album which was Having a Wild Weekend Over Here, had, I think 4 or 5 instrumentals on it. Only having one on this one, I think, was a big step up, because, the instrumentals on the other one were, really, soft, and, not really the band is on much of the instrumentals on there. But this one's really, really rocking. Next we have, track 3, I Need Love, which, is written by Mike Smith. Has some great little guitar licks, from Lenny in there, and, Mike's vocal just completely putting his great power into that, and it's really, really great. Track 4, we have, Maybe It's You. It's that one's a bit of a rocker, too. The side one's a bit more rockish, at least at the beginning. This one's written by Lenny, and has some really, really great harmony from Mike and Lenny on this one. I love their sound together. Track 5, we have another one written by Lenny. This is a really, really great ballad. That's How Long Our Love Will Last. Has some great guitar licks, from Lenny in there. And I believe this one is Mike harmonizing with himself, so he is on the higher and lower part of the harmony. And he does really, really well with this. He has such a great rocking voice, but his, more ballad voice is just amazing. And then we close out side 1 with another track written by Lenny. He's my favorite songwriter, my favorite member of the band. Great songwriter, great guitar player, great singer. So we get Mike and Lenny singing this one again, I'm pretty sure. And, really, really great song. This is one of my favorites, from this album. And I really, really enjoy that. Opening up side 2, we have, I don't know if it's my favorite on this album. Definitely it's up there. This was the flip side to Over and Over, which, like I said, should have been on here. Written by Mike, I'll Be Yours, My Love, which is a really, really great ballad. Featuring some nice backing vocals from, I would assume, Lenny and Dennis, maybe with a bit of Dave in there. And I really like that song. And again, this showing that Dave was a decent drummer, you know. But one of the best tracks out of their whole career, definitely. Really, really great vocal from Mike. Track 2, Please Love Me, written by Dennis. This might be my favorite from the album. Got some fantastic blending from Mike and Lenny on this one, and a fantastic saxophone solo from Dennis, which you don't really get to hear a lot of him soloing. You hear him in the mix here and there, but, like, you don't get a lot of him, like, playing solos, and it's just an amazing solo, and it fits the song really well. Doesn't really sound like much of the other songs that they do, especially, like, the stuff that's earlier in their career. Next we have Goodbye My Friends, which is a really, really interesting song, written by Mike. He was a fantastic songwriter, as well. And, great blend from Mike and Lenny on this one again. And I always enjoy this one. This always, it's definitely a highlight for me. I like side 2 better than I like side 1, personally. Track 4, sorry. We have I Am On My Own, which is written and sung by Lenny. I believe this is his first solo vocal with the band. Of course, he would go on to sing the hit Everybody Knows in 1968. 67, 68, late 67, somewhere around there. But he does a really, really good job with this. It's pretty much a Lenny, solo thing. Kind of like Paul with Yesterday, but better. And it's kind of, you know, it's just, you know, he's talking about, you know, how the girl left him, you know, whatnot. He's on his own now. But he does some really nice harmony in this. This is with himself. He's really great lead vocal on this. Track 5, we get She's a Loving Girl, which is, again, written by Lenny, sung by Mike. And, again, his vocal power on this is just amazing. I love his vocal on this. One of his best overall, and one of the best from the album. And this got some pretty decent drumming from Dave, too. Next we've got the closing track, You Know You're Lying, which is written by Mike. Great piano riff in this from Mike. I really, really enjoy that little piano. And this is sung by Mike and Lenny. I love that track so much. It's amazing. It's just, they're really rocking on that. So that concludes the review for I Like It Like That by the Dave Clark 5.